Hmm? Ah!
You're listening to the Run for Your Lives podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Daphne.
And I'm Pake.
And this is the Run for Your Lives podcast.
This episode, we are talking about the action, adventure, comedy, horror. How many different genres can I also say? Can I add to the list? I don't know. Film Anaconda, directed by Tom Gormican and released December 25th, 2025.
And Merry Christmas. This was a Christmas
Yay.
present, I guess, from the studio to the masses, because it came out on Christmas.
Yes. Did I see it on Christmas? No.
No. I randomly watched it a couple of, maybe 2 months ago. A month? Yeah, 1 or 2 months ago.
Mine was more like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. When I saw it, I knew that it was going to be the perfect funny horror movie for us to cover during one of those weeks that we need something to cover.
Most weeks we need something to cover.
Well, you know what I mean. Something that's a little bit lighter or a little bit funnier that isn't as tedious. Because sometimes, as we've covered this season, 28 Years Later, 28 Years Later, Bone Temple, those are two movies that require a lot of thought and process time. This is one that does not need that deep analysis, and so it was one of those weeks that it just worked out that we could do it and it wouldn't be overtaxing.
Yes, tax season is over.
Yeah, I can tell exactly what this is going to be.
A podcast.
Yep, smartass Pake is here for the podcast tonight. Okay.
When is he not, to some degree?
Well, sometimes not as much. Today, for some reason, I'm just feeling, that you're here in your purest, most witty form to be hilarious. So.
I'll take it.
You'll
Thank you.
take
That's a compliment. I appreciate it. It was incredibly kind and loving words.
I'll get it printed on a t-shirt for you. Then you can see it all the time. We're going to start this episode the way we always do with some production notes. Was filmed in Queensland, Australia. It is the 7th installment in the Anaconda film series. Director Tom Gormican co-wrote the movie with Kevin Elton, with whom he frequently collaborates on projects. The budget for this one was $45 million. It grossed $135 million. It's 99 minutes long. Pake, give us a cleverly crafted synopsis.
I don't know if I'd call it that, but it's something. A group of friends going through various midlife crises decide to remake a favorite movie from their youth, but encounter unexpected events when they enter the jungle.
That's very interesting, Peg, because my first thought is you don't expect to encounter a snake when you enter the jungle, because that would be the first thing I would expect that you would encounter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But one that big is unexpected for sure.
Yeah. I think it was bigger than the one in the original Anaconda. Interestingly enough, we have skipped all the movies in the middle, and we did the first one, and we did this one. Not all of them went to the movie theater either. Some were direct to video, so sometimes we overlook them or don't go down that road or venture into the jungle to address them. So I think we'll definitely let them live where they are without us encountering them. Yeah, it's probably a good idea, honestly, that we skipped them. This second one wasn't too bad, but I stopped there.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen any of them.
But I also think that they're not going to be like Tremors, where you can find the fun in each of the movies, no matter what. I just feel like, yeah, they're probably all going to get real rough, and I don't really feel the need to check them out.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we got plenty of other stuff to do.
We do. Tons of others, especially this year, because I've looked at the list. I keep adding to it. Just this year alone, the number of horror movies coming out, plus like the level, like they're good, solid horror movies. Yeah, there are many coming out this year. And so, yeah, there's no reason to dive into something that I don't know if I want to put our listeners through. So let's not.
Fair enough.
Let's protect Catherine from it. Not gonna make you watch it, Catherine. Although I will say this, I would like to see the Quatch in its entirety.
Yeah.
And we could cover that. Like, I'm
That'd
interested in that, because I think that could be fun. Yeah, so we might as well just jump into it. It's kind of one of those ensemble cast or character things where there's really not a lot to break out because they're together most of the time. There are only a couple little side quests here and there, but those aren't even very long.
Yeah. So we'll go with the style of in the order I took my notes, which is great because then when I'm done watching and taking notes, I'm done. I don't have to compile into any other sub lists. So works for me.
You prefer that, I know. You like to keep things simple like that. And this is one of those movies that it really like lends itself very easily to that format. So I think we're good.
So we'll go chronological, but again, try not to recap too much, but touch on stuff and talk about what we liked and things that happened. I
can tell you, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a movie plays in this one. I can't wait to talk about it. Yeah. It just made me laugh so hard.
There's some major comedy moments that I think, and I'll talk about them, that I think cross over the line a little bit from really like stupidly funny to just stupid at a point. And I think they walk that tightrope in this one for sure in a couple of moments.
They really do. They really do. I question what they were thinking. Because it's not really necessary, but then it's like, no, throw it in if you want to. I don't care.
Why not? It was nice to watch this for the first time with Riley, because then those moments were made much more fun by his reactions to them. So, like,
did he love it? Did he love the comedy? Because I feel like
yeah, yeah, of course,
for sure. Because some of it was just downright silly. It didn't. But then there were a couple of more heartwarming moments. Like, they were specific things that I thought, everybody needs friends like these. Ones that will go to bat for you and go on adventures with you like that. For sure.
Stick dead squirrels in your mouth. Yeah.
Oh my God.
All of those things.
That's what you hope for. The best you can hope for is someone to shove a dead squirrel in your mouth.
Who doesn't wish that?
Number one on the bucket list.
I think all of us, since we were young children, go one day.
One day.
I'll find someone who'll shove a dead squirrel in my mouth.
And I will
find that level of devotion.
Yep. Yeah. I will be blessed.
Yep.
Oh, man. Okay, so first off, Doug McAllister, played by Jack Black, he's making wedding videos, only films. He's trying to make things special for the bride and groom. Like, he wants to make something a little bit different, not the usual, flair that wedding videos have, where those are those special memories of cutting the cake, jumping up and down. There's some jumping in the video. You know, dinosaurs chasing you in the background, creatures slithering. Oh, wait, no. No, that's his vision of what the video should look like.
He's trying to make artistic short films.
Yes, but you know what? I would want him to do my video because it was freaking funny. Super funny. It would be memorable, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Because he's like, it's something you're going to watch forever. If you do something like that, you are. Because who's really watching just the cut and dry regular
Nobody
videos? Nobody's watching those.
I mean, we could be wrong, Pake, and now we're going to get mail from our listeners about how much they cherish their own wedding videos. If you have watched your wedding video more than 5 times since you got married, let us know.
Mm-hmm. And then would you watch it more if there was a monster in it?
I would.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely make it more interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, he's trying to throw his ideas in here, but nobody really wants to take them. So you can see he's not really feeling fulfilled, but it's a living. He can support his family. It's a B plus life, even.
I can't even. The B plus life, because that's what you should hope for. A B plus life. I felt bad for Doug at that point because his boss is just trying to kind of placate him and make him feel better, or, you know, all of this, I'm retiring soon. All this could be yours.
Everything the sun touches will be yours.
Only thing is, it doesn't seem very magical, does it?
Mm-mm.
And it definitely wasn't very magical to Doug. But he does put his family first. That is something that I really appreciated from his character. Because I feel like in other Jack Black movies, he always plays these characters that come up with the crazy ideas to go do things. And he's not, I don't feel like he's often the one on the other side, the one that's saying, no, I need to do this instead. Like the straight man, like the person being responsible. He's not like that. I don't feel like his characters are like that often. And so this was interesting to see him in a role where he's like a voice of reason versus the voice of, come with me and you'll see a land of pure imagination. Which is kind of what we got from Paul Rudd's Griff.
Yes, Griff, a struggling, aspiring actor. He's struggling at just his aspirations. He just gets in his own way. And, we just see him, like, struggling is great. Yeah, just really trying hard and not getting anything out of it. And so he kind of is the one that comes up with this idea. So as we get Doug reuniting with all of his childhood friends right here at his surprise birthday party, Griff shows up, comes from LA, makes it out to Buffalo, and shows the movie that they all made together, The Quatch.
Which I would love to cover on this podcast, because I think it would be fun.
All of the bleeps and all.
How many times can you say fuck as a child? Except the teacher made them bleep them out in order to show them at school, which I found hilarious. So the only copy that exists is the one that is stuck in a VCR that's a TV VCR combo.
Yeah, and so after watching this together, it's kind of reliving this moment and seeing how happy they all were there. And they bonded over movies, not just movie making, but then as they're kind of meeting up the next day over brunch or lunch, whatever, and talking about their shared love of Anaconda, the movie.
Of all the movies.
And quoting it and all of these things. And Griff is so desperate for the glory days that, spoiler alert, for the reveal later, but he just lies to his friends about having the rights to the movie so that they can remake it. Because he's just trying to relive that, and he's like, what if I just get everybody out here? What can I say to get us back together again and make things feel like they did when we were kids? Claire and Kenny, surprisingly, I guess, you're just on board almost immediately. But again, as we said, these like crises, because, Doug's dealing with like career and like happiness. Griff is just trying to find footing. Claire's going through a divorce. Kenny is whatever Kenny's doing.
Kenny is Kenny. He's a complicated person. Buffalo sober.
Yeah, I love that so much. I love some Steve Zahn. I always love Steve Zahn. But it's one of my favorite little things from there. Buffalo sober. Just beer and wine. And then some of the lighter liquors. Definitely not all of them. It's great.
But he had to be Buffalo sober because he got fired from the video agency by Doug for knocking the cake over at a wedding. Mm-hmm. Because he was drunk. Or high. Or both. Mm-hmm. Probably. Yeah.
So yeah, as you said, it's strange that Jack Black's character of Doug is the one that's trying to be mature and responsible and is like, actually, no, we can't do this. I can't do this. I can't leave my family and all of that. But then even his wife is trying to like talk him into it. She's trying to convince him to go for it. Like, I see how happy you are. You just go do it. But he's like, no, I need to be here for y'all. And then it doesn't take long because then he's faced with the monotony of his job once he's back the next day or later, editing his video for these people that didn't like what he wanted to do. And then he's just realizing he doesn't want to wait for their lives to be over. He wants to know right now, what will it be? So he's in.
So interesting they used that song because that was the theme song to Dawson's Creek and Dawson was a filmmaker and like it all ties in that way.
Yeah.
I honestly loved Doug's wife, Maylee, and his son, Charlie. The support that they were just so supportive of him. And you could tell even during the party, Maylee's looking at him watching the Quatch with his friends and realizing just how happy he is and how he's so lit up from the inside.
Yeah.
And I just love that she told him to go do it because often I feel like in some relationships, you don't always have a partner that's willing to push you to do something for yourself, even when you want to do it, but you feel like you have to be responsible. Or even just to be supportive at all in something that's a dream that you have. I think it's important to encourage each other. And I just appreciated that. Plus, Ione Skye, someone I watched as a teenager in movies. She was in The River's Edge. She was in Say Anything. I think everyone remembers her from Say Anything. Great to see her in a role in this movie. And she looks fantastic. So I love that. Yeah, I love that she just told him to go, that it was okay. Giving him permission to go.
Yeah.
Without giving him permission. Through encouragement instead.
Yeah.
I just appreciated that. To me, it showed that they have a really solid relationship.
Yeah.
So I liked that.
So, again, the turnaround doesn't take too long, and then he's in, and they start planning, and they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but the plan is on. This movie's going to have themes and everything, so got a lot of work to do.
It's also going to cost over $2 million, but that's not going to happen when you can only get a bank loan for $9,000. Oh, man.
Yeah. I guess Claire's bankrolling a lot. She seems to be pretty loaded, so that's good.
I guess. I don't know. She's a lawyer, though, so I feel like maybe she makes pretty good money, so she's able to do that.
That works. So they'll take off the World's Greatest Doug award. I do like that. It does come back, but also it's just like a little thing. Because like you told him it should say dad, and it's like, whatever, it was funny. I was like, you're right, Charlie, it is funny. I like World's Greatest Doug. That's great.
He takes after his dad, I think, a little bit.
I mean, well, you see how much he's just like so sucked in. He's like, when Doug comes home, he's like watching the Quatch again. Like apparently his son has just been like glued to this TV, just watching this over and over again. Like, which is honestly kind of cute. It's like he's just very, like it probably is igniting something in him that he's like, oh, this is something maybe he wants to do something he's passionate about, but also like this bonding or like connection to his dad of like, you were fun, like,
Exactly, because I feel like there's an age that kids get where they think, oh, mom and dad are lovely, I love my mom and dad, but then they hit this age and it's like, oh no, mom and dad are awful, they're annoying. They hit that age, but I feel like it is a way for him to look at something his father has done. Look at his father in a movie, like as a kid,
yeah,
and really see who his father was as a kid, I think is just really special.
Yeah. So the trip is on, and they get thrown right into the thick of it pretty early. They get there, immediately meeting Santiago, who is quite the character. But what a good dude underneath it all. A little weird, but a good guy. But it's the runaway Anna that we started the movie really with, even before meeting the other characters, as we see her kind of running from these guys that we assume are the bad guys. But again, spoiler, for something we'll learn later. They're actually the good guys that are trying to stop her, the criminal. But they're chasing her this whole movie, and they get thwarted because of the Anaconda movie title. Here we go. Yeah. But yeah, so as they meet Santiago and they're just kind of get things set up, Anna runs across them, steals the actual captain's keys to that boat. Under these like false pretenses, she can't get them to get off the boat. So she's like, I'm part of the team now. Okay, let's go. Just whatever. We have to leave.
Yeah. She, I think, really felt like she had no choice. She had to take them because it was the only way to get them out of her face.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather, to get them out of her way so that she could get away from the police that were coming after her. And
I liked kind of the foreshadowing, because when they first meet Santiago and he's talking about, him and Heitor, and he mentions the illegal gold mining and that being a detriment to the environment and the snakes and all this stuff. So you're like, they set that up already with Anna, then the next person they meet right after that being the one who's doing that secretly.
Yeah.
Was going. Maybe we don't get any real, there's a lot of plot that is left out because it's just kind of an hour and a half comedy horror movie. But I wonder, it's is all this gold mining that's been stuff like Anna and her people. Maybe that's the reason Big Boy's out and about in this movie. I
don't know. I think Big Boy is quite a name for that snake. That's a good one. Maybe that's just what we'll call him for the rest of the movie here. I mean, they could be responsible. I mean, her and Paulo, who we never see again.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. I think he probably became dinner for Big Boy the snake.
Probably.
I'm quite sure.
Also, I kind of, not really backtrack, but just random note. Tandiwe Newton, her American accent was so convincing that I honestly took an embarrassingly way too long of a time for me to even figure out was her.
I love her. She is so fantastic in whatever she's in. I just love her. She's one of those actresses that you have seen her in so many things, but she's still kind of like a chameleon when it comes to voices and accents. I can't believe, though, that it took you a while to figure out that it was
way
her.
Too long.
No, she's great.
Yeah. So they're making the movie, doing their thing. Griff's got his character down. I'd be lying if I said I haven't done that with a toothpick at least once in my life.
I wondered about that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks painful.
You flip it and then it gets cut. Yeah, not fun. Ow. Santiago's hilarious. Like the snake POV, the right way. Take two.
Take two. I love that. I honestly liked Santiago. He did not survive long enough for me in this movie. I thought he was great.
Yeah, he's fine.
He was dinner.
Yeah, he's fine. He's alive at the end of the movie. He's fine.
He's not alive at the end of the movie.
Very much is. You must not have watched long enough.
What? Is there a deleted scene?
There's a post-credits.
No way. He's not alive.
There's a post-credit scene where he sits up on the ground and is like, guys, Doug, Griff, where is everybody?
No, and you're making this up.
I am not. I would never do anything like that ever in my life. I only speak full truths, no sarcasm, no jokes. I've never told a lie or fib or story in my entire life. I wouldn't.
As your nose starts growing like fucking Pinocchio right now, you've got to be kidding me.
But Santiago is alive and well.
I'm going to look. I've been around you and Jerry and Jeff so much.
It seems just like such a weird thing for me to make up, though, right?
I know, but you like to get a rise out of me.
But this is the part now, is you not knowing that, not watching the post-credit scene, and then me getting to pick on you about it. That's the rise that I'm getting, so that's what's worth it.
I didn't know there was one. It's not a Marvel movie.
More movies than Marvel have them. A lot do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! He's alive! Oh. That is amazing. Oh my gosh, so you were right. You actually were telling me the truth.
What did I say? I would never lie ever, ever, ever in my whole life. Ever.
You would.
No.
You'd want to get a rise out of me, because it's what you, Jeff, and Jerry do all the time. I stand corrected.
Mm-hmm.
He is alive. Wow. That is wonderful. I stand corrected. I did love, though, when he didn't seem to like when Kenny was trying to emulate a snake point of view, and so he got down there. I mean, Santiago, he was in tune with the snake, with Hathor, and he was in tune with it. Like, Hathor was like his child. Not biological, but adopted child.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad for him when Hathor made an unfortunate end.
Mm-hmm.
By accident. I mean, it really was an accident, but I still didn't like it. It was sad for Santiago. You could tell he was destroyed. I mean, snakety snake.
Snakety snake. Yeah, so movies going great. They set it up again. You see Claire and Griff having some clear chemistry, probably since they were kids. I think you even see in some of that when the Quatch footage. But here, now that she's freshly separated from her husband, kind of rekindling that. Also, I would just love to be hanging out on that boat. That boat was really cool.
It really was a cool boat. It looked very clean and neat and just comfortable. Like you just be chilling. Would not need to be in a place where there were all these snakes and other, things to attack you. Like, I don't need that, but I'd love to be on a boat. My sister has a pontoon boat, and so we go out on the lake every summer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really nice, but it doesn't look like this. This is like a mansion boat compared to hers. But yeah,
boats are fun. Double headbutt is truly revolutionary, and I hope that they found a way to get it in there. And then they're all showing off their headbutt techniques, and Anna's just surrounded by insane people. I love that. Just like they're all doing Toma, and she's just I love the little just shot of Anna sitting there like, what have I done? Why am I on the boat with these people? Out of all the boats I could have stolen, I fucked up.
Yes. She has told them that this is her father's boat, and they have to cancel the booking, but that's not the truth. Mm-hmm. And it's them begging her to take them where they need to go because they don't have a backup plan. There's no other money. There's no other anything. That this is all they have for this. And they wear her down because she really doesn't have time to be fighting with them. Not with the popo on her ass.
Mm-hmm. Did like Hathor while we had him. He does get out of the crate, take a little slither around the boat, and Griff's not so happy about that.
No.
And the others are a little concerned, but Santiago's unbothered. It's all under control. And for the thing he says, his little saying, I don't know why, but I'm a big fan of it for some reason. May the sounds of the forest be the music of your dreams.
Oh, God, no. Probably not. Not unless it's rain or birds. I don't want any of the other sounds of the forest. Nighttime
forest sounds are more bugs and frogs.
Yeah. So, not my thing, really. Mm-hmm. I think no, that's not for me. We know that.
Yep. But then Griff is scared of Hathor, so he murders him. What the hell?
By accident.
So we say. No, I'm kidding.
Well, they're doing that scene, and he just throws him. He goes flying into the water and gets stuck in the propeller, and that was sad because Santiago is obviously devastated.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt bad for him because he had like a synergy with that snake.
Yeah.
He nursed him back to health. He, took care of him, even though when they were first meeting Hator, they were all like, oh, he's cute. And then he jumps at the box and they all freak out thinking he's going to attack them. And Santiago was like, no.
The snake does get a Viking funeral, so that's nice.
I thought that was really special.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like that Santiago was willing at least to hear Griff, like, talk about, being apologetic about what happened. And Santiago's not afraid to mix pills with beer. Like, he's like, no.
I like that. Yeah, it's like, that answer is like, well, I'm taking my pills. Yeah, let's mix it up. Like, all right, party. With the feds, the police, whatever, close behind them. So is the true monster Conda. Everything's closing in. But yeah, I will say good on Griff for reaching out to Santiago and trying to make it right. And they do end up kind of bonding a bit, which then leads to Griff being wrangled into wandering the waters in search of a replacement snake. Right then, right now.
He is not the person that I would have taken out there because he obviously is terrified of snakes. Like, he does not like them. They freak him out. Kenny, I think, would have been a better choice. Better yet, give Kenny one of your pills, Santiago, and then take him out there, and you might have a good time.
Yeah. But as Griff is wont to do, just fully abandon Santiago. I mean, it's scary out there. Very snaky.
Yes. Incredibly snaky.
Mm-hmm. And so with Griff going back to the boat, Santiago's out there on his own. He does find a snake out there. It's just a bit more snake than he was prepared for, I think.
Yeah, more snake for your buck, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It was very big. Again, I don't know if he's bigger than the one in the first movie, but I feel like he might be bigger than the one in the first movie.
It seems like he probably... I don't.
Yeah.
It's been a little while, but probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and they're back. Kenny's getting crossfaded over here, enjoying the chair a lot. Speaking of intergenerational trauma, Doug, Kenny's got some serious parent stuff that he should probably be talking to a therapist about, whatever it is. It just kind of comes out. It's one of those, it's a great little comedy bit where it's just like very subtle. Because when going back to like when they're at the diner, and it's like, and the snake was a metaphor for things we were going through at the time. And they're all looking at him weird. And he's like, being off of your parents' insurance and then your parents. It's like, okay, there's something. And then he's sitting there with when he's high, like in the chair, and he's just like, and it holds you. Unlike when your parents do. And it's like, okay, dude's got some issues.
Chairs, they hold you. They literally have arms. And honestly, at that point, I thought we were going to be taken on his drug-induced hallucination where the arms of the chair were just going to rise up and completely consume him and pull him down.
I love you, Kenny.
Like something out of Pee-wee's Playhouse. I don't know. Or the Mighty Boosh. Yeah. But Doug is not happy because he realizes Kenny's high again, and Griff really wants them to go out and try to find Santiago, which I totally get. But Kenny is, it is not pretty. He's on another plane by himself.
But they all do go out looking for him, and I mean, they do find him. So we learned anacondas do sometimes regurgitate their prey. You see it a few times here. But it's already the halfway point of the movie, and we have first contact between main characters and main monster snake. Took a while.
Yeah, it did. It took a while. I have to tell you that when Doug was fixing the van, and he puts the hood down, and and I almost said raptor. It just reminded me about Clever Girl. I'm like, oh my god. There's the head of the snake. It's like, yep, this is Jurassic Park right here. Clever Girl all over again. It was great. And then Doug says it was like a dinosaur. It's like, yes, it was. It was like a raptor, only infinitely bigger than a raptor. More of a raptor-like creature the size of a T-Rex.
Well, even and I feel like we get kind of a nod to the T-Rex in the rearview mirror as well with the.
Yes, yeah. I felt some love. I appreciated it as a huge fan of Jurassic.
Really?
Park.
You are? You've never said anything about that before.
I know it's a surprise.
Would have guessed it.
Yeah. But this is when Anna's telling them things like, well, the people that are chasing us, they're the gold miners. They're the illegal ones. It's not her. It's them. Mm-hmm. Like, we need to get away from them. They're going to kill us. And they're snowed. Like, they don't know any different. They're very naive.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like they, for the most part, other than Griff going to LA, they've lived in Buffalo, so they're used to the same, like, community, same atmosphere, same everything. And so to be in a different place, you sometimes have to be a little more skeptical and a little bit more aware of what's going on around you and know that it's different than maybe the environment you're used to.
Don't just believe somebody when they tell you there's a post-credit scene.
I'm never going to live this down, am I? Uh-huh.
But yeah, shit gets very real out there. And so, yeah, when they get back, the team's like, okay, we leave. And Anna says there's like a airport and a place we can get to on this stop. But Doug is also struck with new inspiration because they have the badass Anna here now. So we still have some time to shoot before we have to leave. We've got a little bit of this trip left, so we're going to rewrite some stuff and get some new ideas.
Not necessarily as well received as he probably had hoped, because I think this makes Griff a little bit jealous and realizing that even though he had a more starring role in this movie, he was kind of being relegated to the background versus being in this story with him and Claire and their relationship and their characters in this movie.
Yeah.
In the movie, not the movie. In the Anaconda, not Anaconda, which is the movie we're talking about right now.
My nose is bleeding real quick now. My brain just no. What?
No. The movie within a movie. So they're shooting the Anaconda.
What?
It's
just kidding. This wasn't a movie the whole time? No.
Oh my god. Sometimes it's better not to bother to try to explain. Sometimes it's better just to be quiet.
I thought this was a documentary about a movie. About a movie.
No.
The musical. Anyway.
Anaconda, the musical?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Pake, I'd like you to write the music for it. Can you write some songs? I'm sure you could. Maybe not like on the fly, but I'm sure that you could.
Mm-hmm. All right, no. I was like, I'm trying to think, but no. I don't have time to think of musical numbers right now.
But you want to. I know, I can see it.
Maybe. Yeah, so, yeah, the Griff's not super happy about that, but there's also some good ideas. We have themes now. Again, we can tie in the social element of the gold mining and things like that. And, you know, Kenny does make a good point. The Academy has lately been embracing social horror more, so we've talked about that. We love our Oscar season around here. The white Jordan Peele line is funny, although because I get very in the weeds about Oscar stuff, I did have to be like, I mean, it's a good line, but I was like, Peele hasn't gotten any Academy recognition since Get Out, so it's...
No. He should. I mean, Nope was a masterpiece. We've talked about it. Was fantastic, and Us was a really clever idea too.
I love all of those movies. Yeah. So yeah, you said Griff is upset at Doug. He's switching focus to Anna. I mean, we got to have a little internal drama, right? But then Doug immediately can get mad at Griff right back because as they're having this conversation and this argument, a full Hollywood production floats on by, and they're filming Anaconda with the rights. that Griff lied about having.
Again, Griff, he had a good reason. Like, he wanted to get his friends back together. And I think rewatching the Quatch together, like, started that. But I also think that Griff's life in LA isn't all unicorns and rainbows. He really needed to recapture some of that magic that he had in his childhood, teenage years with his friends. He really needed that. He needed to go back to feeling, those feelings, because...
And when you need that, it's totally okay to drag your friends to another country to break copyright and IP infringement laws.
No, it isn't. I'm just saying that I understand where he was coming from. He just wanted to recapture the magic. I mean, I don't think that you can recapture it in Snowy Buffalo if it's supposed to be a movie about the rainforest.
And it should have been the Quatch, too.
How about we take the Quatch from the short film that it was and create a longer version? Like Mama or Smile or a bunch of others that we've covered on here.
Quatch 2. Or The Jungle Quatch. Quatch 2, Ain't That a Kick in the Quatch? I don't know. There's a lot of different ideas it could be.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
And then Griff quits fired is the terminology I guess we can use there.
But not without telling Doug that he should call the movie Anaconda because of Anna.
Very clever. That's why he's the actor, not the writer. No. And leaves the group. I mean, he figures maybe the actual Anaconda production can get him home. Except he finds that boat, and it's had a run-in with Snaky McSnakerson.
Not that long after it went past them either, right? Like, it seemed like it might have been 30 minutes after it went by that it was doing that. It's like everything is just completely destroyed. And there's no one there except for this one woman who was actually like the personal assistant or whoever who told them that they were shooting Anaconda. And Griff thinks he can save her, but no.
No. That's a hard nope after she gets nabbed. And he does that. What he does. Leaves. He's just heading back. Never mind.
Nope, this does not seem like a very good idea. Even before that, though, he had this conversation with Claire where they were talking about, what happened in their lives. And he's really honest about, I've got nothing to show for myself. I don't have a family. I don't have a career. I've not done anything that matters. I'm just, I'm going to go here and see if I can get home. I'm done with this. And Claire basically says to him, it's never too late to get those things in your life. It's not too late. You don't have to give up. You can try to get them now. But he just goes off on his own. And you can tell that the chemistry that has been building up throughout the movie between the two of them is really getting rekindled. She really doesn't want him to leave, and she is afraid for him being out there by himself.
Scary things out there, like a big snake.
Yeah. Real big snake.
Slightly oversized.
Yes. It's not going to fit in your carry-on. Or even the box that they used to keep Hator in.
I don't know how Hator fit in that box, honestly.
I don't blame him for trying to get out of it, right? That was a very small box.
So while Griff is out and about before he gets back, meanwhile, back at the ranch, we get the official heel reveal for Anna, because she's the actual illegal gold miner, and Zhao, the guy that was after her, was actually the good guy all along. Too bad Griff doesn't know that when he shows up and wounds him, shoots him.
He tries to be Rambo and save the day, is what he tries to do. He's got like a bandana on his head, like he found this gun, which was Zhao's gun, and he wants to like be in charge, and no. Not a good idea. Definitely not a good idea.
Yes, because then R.I.P. Cop Guy, but then R.I.P. Anna.
Yeah.
Looks like Claire is a good actor, though. She definitely was. I don't even have kids.
I love that line. For the record, that's how you headbutt, bitch. That was also another line I loved from her.
Yep.
I loved that. It was great.
So they're free from Anna, but now they don't really have the boat and everything else that they had. So wandering around on their own.
They can't decide where the boat is. They just don't know where the boat is after this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they lost track of it.
Because so the movie can happen, as Ryan George would say.
Absolutely.
And then the ridiculous comedy bit, the most ridiculous, over the top comedy bit of the movie, I think. I need one of your pisses. Which is somebody peeing on a spider bite. It's not helpful. No, Griff, not all animals. Actually, not any animals. Not even jellyfish. That's a myth. It was created by some kinky liar in history, I assume.
But we learned this great thing. Poor Kenny suffers from urinary stage fright.
Mm-hmm.
And he also can only pee sitting down. So the whole situation...
Yeah, the whole pee-shy story, the hard pivot into stupid is where this where it went. I was like, okay, sure. Again,
Whiz on me.
On like second watch by myself, I was more in the like, this is dumb, let's make this end. So I will say, at least on first watch, having Riley appreciating the stupid humor more made it a better first watch. Because then again, like watching it again today, I'm like on my own, I was like, this is dumb.
Incredibly dumb. Incredibly dumb. Kenny is miraculously able to whiz sitting down. I mean, just, oh my God.
It's like such a hard pivot because we have like all like the death and like Anna turning on them and then them escaping. And then it just immediately into this scene and it feels like whiplash a little bit. You're like, what? Okay, we're doing this now. Sure. I could have used a little like warming up for this.
Could we breathe for 2 seconds, please? Because this was like, boom, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
And then Doug and Griff are having this moment where Doug's talking to him about being jealous that Griff went to LA because he went for it. And then suddenly the Anaconda appears and takes Doug. And you're just like, they can't kill him off in this. This is too funny a movie. We just had whizzing on a body part. How can that be happening?
I know. I hate whenever I pee on somebody and then they die minutes later because I feel like my pee was wasted.
I know that's exactly what you were thinking when you were.
Yeah. I mean, all of us have been there, right? But still,
at least once a year.
Yeah, but it's frustrating. I get it.
You should never celebrate any breakthrough of any kind because something bad is probably going to happen a second later.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this. They keep going, they go to this field, and I'm just like, oh my God, okay, so it's the raptors again, because I figure that there's going to be something in the field that will come and get them, because it just reminded me.
Don't go in the tall grass.
Don't go in the tall grass. It's like, nope. And then I have to tell you the most ridiculous thing. I have never seen anything more ridiculous in a movie in quite some time.
Mm-hmm. The entire distraction bit. Also incredibly stupid comedy, but more effectively funny to me, I think. And I think it helps because it's Jack Black, because he is just kind of the king of dumb physical comedy.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it's a perfect storm of so stupid that it circles back around. Like, it is funny again. Waking up with the boar strapped to his back and the squirrel in his mouth and immediately having to run from the snake. It's ridiculous, but fun. And then they have to take it just one more step with then the boar waking up while strapped to him. Like, oh my God.
I honestly expected the squirrel to be running behind them.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen anything so ridiculous. I mean, we've covered 250 plus movies on this podcast, and this, I just don't know. The pig, the boar on his back, how he was running with it on his back, because it wasn't a 10-pound boar on him, okay? Let's be realistic to what was actually happening, okay? He had a boar strapped to his back.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
As you do when you're out in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When the boar woke up, I lost it. I couldn't stop laughing. And I don't like comedy bits. Like, I'm not the biggest comedy fan. This is an ongoing joke.
Which you hate because you hate comedy. So the fact that it's a joke makes it even worse.
It does. But this... And the running and the boar, and there was something about him running, and I just couldn't. Yeah. And then he woke up, and I'm just like, and then there's this whole discussion about who decided to put the squirrel in his mouth. Kenny, there's no question. Even if they hadn't shown us who did it, you know who did it. I mean, come on, you knew.
I knew it was you.
Him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they like squirrel meat. Snakes like squirrel meat. How do you know that, Kenny? You didn't tell us how you knew that.
Mm-hmm. Kenny's just such a well of information.
Oh, yes. Deep as they go. Empty.
So the next place they wind up on the set of this new Anaconda movie. Again, it's also been I was like, this snake keeps attacking the Anaconda sets and crew. I was like, what is this snake's deal with the movie? And I was like, it probably feels like his culture is being appropriated or something. He's just like watching them film, and he was like, that's racist. And then he attacks them and kills them all.
That isn't how we are. You're presenting us in a way that isn't authentic to who we are as a species. I feel the need to shut you down.
Yeah. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And so while they're here, and then the Anaconda shows up, and then we get one hell of a cameo stepping in for the save.
Oh my gosh. I remember the first time I watched this, my jaw dropped to the ground. Like, I was so shocked when Ice Cube showed up.
Yep.
And then when he said, who did you think it was, John Voight? I lost it again. I'm like, they wanted... So they wanted to have John Voight and Owen Wilson in this too. Yeah. But they couldn't. He knew that he couldn't bring them back because their characters died in the original movie. So they did some other things that were really cool, which bringing in Ice Cube I thought was great. Yeah.
So Ice Cube was back for the new movie, but in a meta way, because he's also back for the new movie in real life, as himself, not as his character, but then in the movie, he's his character. And now my nose is bleeding again. My brain's bleeding. Again, and it's a documentary musical about...
Well, and Claire and Kenny were more concerned about where's J-Lo, where's Eric Stoltz?
Well, Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block, she's gonna be okay, but Eric's not from the block.
Yeah. It's like, Eric Stoltz is named in this movie, but not shown. So he's pretty much in this movie the same amount he was in the original. So that's good.
Yeah. I figured they just had another injury happen to him and he's off in a room somewhere.
Yeah.
Doug is flabbergasted that they were shooting this movie before they even knew what the end was going to be. Like, he can't understand that. I also questioned when they were talking about the pyrotechnics. I just kept thinking, pyrotechnics, yes, I'm sure that they could hurt the snake, but it's not the same thing as dynamite to blow it to shit. Like,
movie set pyro is for visual effect for the most part. So the fact that it doesn't work isn't really that surprising. But they've got the movie set. It's loaded with pyro charges. So, I mean, time to kill two birds. Well, one snake with one movie. The analogy's not perfect, but it's there. Kill the snake, finish the movie in one go.
Yeah. And they got everything set up to do it. Like, they get the lights on and then the cameras. And I'm like, because he's going to film it. Because he's going to want the footage. Because then they can make their movie with it. I mean, he's using footage from all sorts of different things. Mm-hmm. He's got a camera. And then he's got Kenny with his phone. And yeah, so this time it's some other cameras. Mm-hmm. I'm not really sure. It's all coming together, though. He's got his,
Adobe movie studio. He'll get it all figured out.
He'll get it all worked out. I don't know how, but okay.
Yeah, the plan, it takes some work. There's some hiccups, but eventually it's a wrap. Complete with a nod to the masterpiece known as the Quatch.
Yes. Griff gets to come out.
Not on my watch, mister.
And shoots the snake. And blows it up until the head comes alive, which
don't know what that's about, but okay.
What on earth?
And then Doug's award from his son came in handy there.
Yes. Who even knew that it would to take out the head of the snake? I mean, I don't know.
To cut the head off the snake, you have to be the world's greatest Doug.
Yep. It's the only way you can. So if your name's not Classic Doug, I'm sorry. Can't do it.
Mm-hmm. But they did finish the movie. They showed it and immediately got shut down by Sony. So yes. That's great. But Doug is approached by J-Lo to direct the official remake. So that's nice.
I had no idea she was going to show up at the door. When it was her, I was just, wow. Like, Ice Cube wasn't enough. You had to get J-Lo. Okay. That's great.
And then Santiago lives, so get him a role in the new movie, too.
Please. Ugh. The Anaconda. And Doug quoted Kenny, but not quite the same quote, when they were, when he and Griff were standing up there talking about the Anaconda. Talking about the snake is a metaphor for the monsters that come for all of us if our dreams remain unrealized. And I'm like, that actually is a really powerful quote and much more profound than how Kenny said it earlier. And we get little updates. Somebody wouldn't let them release it. Claire and Griff get married. Doug directs their wedding film, or rather the proposal, which is like from Alien, which is cool. Griff went back to be on SWAT. So his character was brought back in. And Kenny succeeded in some ways, but just couldn't help himself in others. Mm-hmm. Meaning public urination in a bathroom or restroom in front of other people. Standing up. Which I didn't really need that to be the last images, really, of him in this movie.
Yep.
I loved when they wanted the selfie with Ice Cube. He tells him not to post it, but of course, Kenny posted anyway, and Ice Cube wants him to remove it. And then Ice Cube had to go and rescue J-Lo and Eric Stoltz. Mostly Eric Stoltz. J-Lo, Jenny from the Block.
Yep.
I love the music in this movie, too. Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue when they were when the snake was chasing them in the golf cart and they were fighting over golf cart technology and the governor, which is basically this thing that reduces how fast a car can go. I always thought my dad did something in my car, my first car, and made it so it couldn't go any faster than it would go because I figured he didn't want me going that fast. At least that's what my friends told me was the problem. I don't know. Now I'm wondering. Then Back in Black for when Ice Cube appeared, which was great. And then I Don't Want to Wait. We heard that a couple of times, but when four of them were coming out of where the snake blew up, they were playing that, and it just made me think, oh, it's kind of Dawson's Creek. It's about friendship. It's about, being together with your friends and having those memories. So I'm looking at my notes to see if there's anything that we didn't talk about. A couple of things. This isn't the first time that Jack Black has worked with Paul Rudd. They were on the Anchorman, Legend of Ron Burgundy, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, and Year One. The director and the writer watched all the Anaconda movies before they did this one. And their original script had tie-ins to the other sequels. Didn't really go over as well, so then they took those all out.
Yeah, because nobody's seen them and nobody cares. So why? Why worry about it? Just focus on nodding to the original, because that's the one that people care about.
Yeah. And Doug McAllister calling his movie The Anaconda, it's kind of like, I mean, we've seen that with other movies that have come out that have been kind of sequels or reboots, like The Final Destination, The Predator, The Suicide Squad, The Batman, The Wolverine, like all of those movies. Like, it's a more common thing that we've seen more recently. But I think that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like this was a fun one, and if you want a movie that you can put in and just kind of laugh and see really silly things, it's definitely one that will tick all those boxes. Plus, there are some cool cameos.
Yeah, it was fun. Like, it's a lot of the rating, the Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb ratings and stuff are not great. And that was even when it came out in theaters, because I was excited for it to come out in theaters to go see it. And then the first week or two went by and I was seeing the reviews and stuff, and I ended up not watching it in theaters and not waiting till more recently to even see it. And I mean, I'm not that I say you should always do that, because, watch stuff you want to watch anyway, because sometimes it's good. But I was deterred from spending my time and money at the movie theater whenever I was like, oh, apparently it's not great. And I won't say that those aren't warranted or super warranted. I think it kind of lands in the middle where it's it's not the greatest horror comedy movie ever made. It's got its flaws, for sure, by the ton. But it's also, like you said, it's fun. And it does its job in that regard, I think. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's fun.
For me, it's like a snake's on the plane. Okay, I can put this on in the background and just have it running, and that's okay. I don't have to pay attention every second. I know that's a concept you don't understand, but it's how I operate sometimes.
Yeah. There goes the feedback phone. Wow. So, hopefully there's some thoughts on this one. So let's go check that out and see. All right, we do have some feedback this week, so we'll get into that. But before we get into Anaconda feedback, we do have the first one here that is going back to last week with They Live, as we've got a message from Connor. Says, had lots of fun rewatching. Those one-liners by Hot Rod had me laughing and very confused at times. I must say this movie hits very close to true life watching in 2026. I will not be asking anyone to put on sunglasses in the near future. I don't think I'd last well in 5.5 minutes street fight. Here's a pic of one of my prized possessions, and he added a They Live Collector's Edition Blu-ray. So, yeah.
Oh, I don't have that. I might need to get it. Actually, most of the stuff I watch now, it's streaming. I just go on streaming sites and watch things. Tubi has so much on it as it is.
But you have to watch commercials on Tubi, and I hate that so much.
I know.
Spoiled. I'm so spoiled.
I know.
If there's ads on a streamer, then I won't do that. Why would I do that?
Yeah, but I got you to do it a couple of weeks ago for an episode that's coming up.
Yeah.
So it's okay. You can do it once in a while.
Ugh, I don't know. If that while is every 10 years, and so I've done it now. I'm good.
There is a treasure trove of 70s and 80s horror movies on Tubi. Mm-hmm. And I've gone down rabbit holes watching movies I had forgotten about. It's honestly been a riot sometimes. We did get some feedback about Anaconda. Catherine says, I was pretty devastated when the first snake was killed, but overall I like this different take on the Anaconda franchise. After the successful pee, I was really hoping the snake would eat them all. Oh my gosh. The Snakeity Snake song was decent, but I anticipate Pake having a better rendition.
Mhm.
Aww.
The remix will be coming.
Yes.
We have one from Tony who just says, I wanted to love this movie, but I just didn't. And, thanks for the honesty. And no, I totally get that because I get that sentimentality because it is too goofy sometimes. And it's, yeah, I will say it does not, I was going to say, it doesn't have the depth of the original, but I mean, does the original have that much depth? I don't know. But no, I get it. It leans into the comedy a lot. And so if that's not what you're going in there for, then I get it.
Yeah, absolutely. We heard from Mark. Hello, Mark. He says, I thought it was great. I loved the humor in it. Plus, gotta love the cameos in the movie. It was an Anaconda movie fans joke movie. Now they need a Lake Placid remake with the same humor, though. Oh, but Betty White's not here, and she was the humor in the original. The original had some humor to it at times, but I would still watch it. I look forward to your thoughts on the film. TTFN, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. Then we have one for Kara here, who I think she saw the most and went to original Anaconda, but I'll read it because we have covered that movie seasons ago, back in the past, the original Anaconda. So there's some thoughts on that. So Kara, you're listening here. Thanks for the thoughts on that. I will read them. And then also check out the new one if you haven't. Yeah, so for the original Anaconda, she says, I saw this movie on my birthday in 4th grade, and it is solely responsible for my fear of snakes and the Amazon. I couldn't get enough of it. I definitely had a teeny irrational fear of being swallowed whole by an anaconda, but I was entertained. Just watched it again last week, and it still holds up, honestly. So, like the main characters in this movie, it's a cult classic and a childhood favorite for a reason.
Yeah. We had fun when we covered the original movie. Mm-hmm. It was tons of fun. So we also have feedback, not on a movie we've covered, but basically a question from Papa HRF, which we haven't heard from you in a while, Papa HRF. So please send in feedback when you watch a movie that we're covering. And they say, so I just got home from seeing Obsession, and holy hell, that might have been one of the best movies, not just horror, I've seen in a long time. Did you guys cover that one yet? We have not. However, it is on our list.
So, thanks for pointing it out. Yeah, and for that one and anybody else listening, that if you want to kind of suggest certain movies and stuff, we always love to hear from that because, we have fun picking and choosing what movies we want to do, but also you guys are listening, so we want to cover the things you want to listen to. So let us know.
Absolutely. And you can do that in a number of ways. You can contact us on the Run for Your Lives channel on the Podcastica Discord. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Run for Your Lives Podcast, or email us at runforyourlivespodcast@gmail.com. If you're enjoying the show, tell your friends. We're available on all the podcast players, including Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and more. Go to runforyourlivespodcast.com for all the links that you're ever going to need. And give us a review on Apple Podcasts, as that is the best way to share the love and get us out there even more. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely, we do. And of course, speaking of sharing the love, you know it. You know that I got to give some love to the things going on, some shout outs to the things going on in the Podcastica universe around us and beyond. A lot of great stuff for you to check out if you need some more great podcasts to listen to. Of course, the Walking Dead cast here on Podcastica is continuing their Walking Dead rewatch. Jason and Lucy are doing season 6, episode 14 this week, so you can go check out that episode now. And they're getting very close to a certain episode that really changed things a lot for the show and fans and everything in between. It's a rewatch, so I'm sure that they've been talking about it. We know it's coming, but if you're new to The Walking Dead, I'm not going to say anything if you're listening here, but those who know.
No. Yep. That's for sure. I have not rewatched that episode ever. Just that one time. I will not watch it again.
Mm-hmm. Also on Wax Episodic, Jason and Karen have been covering Severance, and they're up to season 2, episode 8. this week, so you can check that out as well with the Severance coverage there. Also, season 4 of From running, so you can check out the What is From podcast. Lizzie and Lisa teaming up on that now. So, of course, episode 8 of this season out. You can check out that coverage there. And then our good friends Penny and Kara over on Still Slaying, the Buffy Universe podcast, have Buffy season 5, episode 2 this week, Real Me. So you can check out that as well. And then, on the outside of things, we heard from Mark here. He's part of the Pirate Core Entertainment Network, so you can check out all of his great podcasts over there. If you like comic booky stuff or stuff that's been adapted from comic books and graphic novels, Panels to Pixels is the way to go. A lot of great coverage on shows like that. If you are a action thriller kind of junkie, then Adrenaline Cinema is the place to go, for sure. Check out that. And a lot of good stuff. What's on Tonight? Mark is not on that one, but it's done a lot of great coverage of The Pit, which I'm finally watching, and I'm obsessed. And I knew I would be, so, but I finally jumped into The Pit, and now I'm behind on a bunch of other shows because I can't crawl out of The Pit, so now the only way out is through, so I've got to binge.
So you'd say the hype is real?
Absolutely, 100% warranted. Yeah, it's
okay.
It's so good. So if you are new to The Pit, like me, or if you've watched all of it and absolutely love it and need a podcast for it and haven't listened to them yet, then go over to What's On Tonight, because full coverage of all episodes of both 2 seasons out right now you can check out, plus tons of interviews with a lot of cast and crew of the show. So a lot of great stuff to check out over there. Also, our good friends over at TV Podcast Industries do a lot of comic booky kind of stuff too. So, of course, Spider Noir coverage is over there for you to check out as well. So go check them out. A lot of good stuff for you. And if you want more of me and Daphne, then you can check out our other podcast, the Buffalo Podcast. We're joined by Jeff and Jerry, who were on here last week with They Live. So if you listened to that episode last week, like we know Connor did, then... Yeah, you got a little taste of the insanity that is the 4 of us together. So if you want that cranked up to 11, then you get Buffalo. So check that out as we just try to be as goofy as we can and make each other laugh or groan. I don't know. Whichever one, we will accept both of them equally. Play games, have a good time.
It's fun. It started with us playing a video game every week, like just hanging out. And then we started the podcast, and I don't think we've played Fall Guys in 8 or 9 months. Mm-hmm. We just talk and record and catch up with each other.
Yeah.
So that's what we do now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a lot of great podcasts for you to check out. And then next week you can come right back here to Run for Your Lives. We'll have something fun, fresh, and new for you. Daphne, what are we doing next week?
Well, moments after surviving the deadly Ladoma's family ritual, Grace discovers that her nightmare is far from over when she and her estranged sister Faith become targets in a new game orchestrated by a powerful council of elite families. Yes, I'm excited. We're going back to one of my favorite movie franchises, and I guess it's a franchise. There are 2 now. We're going to cover Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, was released on March 20th of this year, directed by Tyler Gillette and Matt Bettinelli-Olpin, and we have a special guest. Penny is joining us. Penny from Still Slaying. She is a huge fan of Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Sarah Michelle Gellar is in this movie, so yes. I thought she would be a great guest to have for us to chat about it.
Yeah, so definitely check that out next week. And if you have watched it, or if you're going to watch it over this week, then give us some thoughts before the episode next week so we can have you on feedback next week.
Yep, and we'll be posting the feedback posts or the feedback request posts early next week, as usual. And with that, we've reached the end of another fun episode. Thanks, everyone, for listening. I'm Daphne.
And I'm Pate.
And if you have to run, you better run for your lives.
Snackety snake. Snackety 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 snake. Snackety snake. Snackety snake.